I said your years of praying will become within a few seconds. The person makes you question the oil, the small oil which is on you. The small oil which you have managed to scrape to come upon you. The person questions it. The person just makes it. May you be delivered from such a person. Yeah. The last time you went to that place was the last time. Yeah, that was the last time. That was the last time. So the picture of the classic strange woman is something to always remember. The person is hunting. It's a hunter. The person looks mild, smiley, even looks phlegmatic. Yeah, even looks phlegmatic. Very cool. Doesn't talk much. But she's hunting. Yeah, she's hunting. Yeah. Some of the examples you see, you realize that it is not necessarily in how the person looks. Like if you see somebody with wild makeup, automatically the person is a strange woman. Yeah. Did you understand? Yeah. It doesn't. There's a wild makeup. It's not only the wild makeup people that look like they are strange women. Yeah. The person looks mild and harmless. And yet, you are the hunted one, not the person. Yeah. So be careful. Be careful. Be careful. I said be careful. Be careful because we are trying to serve God. I don't know about you, but I'm trying to serve God. Be careful because this is one of the dangerous things which eliminates you. Which eliminates you. Why is it like that? Because the devil is targeting your weakness. And he knows your weakness. He knows your weakness. And that's what he's targeting. The weakness of every man is a sexual weakness. You may be an archbishop, but your weakness is still... Those who fell didn't realize that was their weakness. But you have to admit that that's my weakness. And then you will be conscious. You'll be conscious about... Yeah. It's like you have had an injury. You know, maybe you sprain your ankle, you break your leg, so on and so forth. When you are walking, you favor that ankle. You don't walk normally as some have been in Christ. Doesn't matter how long you have been preaching. Doesn't matter how long you have been in the Bible school. Doesn't matter how many hours you have prayed in tongues. Doesn't matter how many years you have been waiting on God. Yeah, it doesn't matter how many you have read Genesis to Revelation.
1,000 points for waiting.
Yes, you may have 1,000 points. Or you may have 100 points. But it still does not eliminate you from this problem. Yeah. You may not even have frequent erections like others, but it's still a weakness. You know, some people are there, they don't look like people who have erections. I just saw one person, he doesn't look like somebody who has erections. So I'm just saying that regardless of the number of persons, you still have that. It's still a problem. Yeah. It's still your problem. Don't deceive us by your look as if you don't have erections. I said it's still your problem. It's your problem. Yeah. Yeah. So the classic. So I'm talking to you I'm talking to you as well who seem not to be having erections. I'm saying it's also a problem. Even if you've never had, you'll be surprised. The day you have it is the day that the stream will be around. Yeah, that day. That's the day the stream will be around. So be careful. I said be careful. Yeah, Pascal, be careful. Yeah. Yeah. But why you look, there are two Pascals here, so I don't know why you are. Yes, there are two of them at least. This we know. Yeah. Timothy, because you are anointed, because you are somebody who is, by virtue of the fact that you are pursuing God and chasing God, you are a candidate for a strange woman. So you just be careful. Yeah. Yeah. It's not the money that you have. It's not the handsome features that you have. I'm saying that by pursuit of God, you become a candidate that a strange woman can cross. So be careful. Yeah. Your proposals may have been bounced, but I'm saying that you still are a candidate. So be careful. Yeah. Yeah. You may have never been in a relationship, but I'm saying that be careful. Be careful. I don't know why Dr. K you were. To keep thee, Proverbs chapter 6, verse 24. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 24. Proverbs chapter 6, verse 24. Stay with me. To keep thee from the evil woman. So the Bible describes as an evil woman. From the flattery of the tongue of a strange woman. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart. Lust not after her beauty in thine heart. Neither let her take thee with her eyelids. Now, lust not after her beauty is an individual statement. It's an individual statement. What do I mean? Lust not after her beauty means that everybody and what attracts them. Yes. What I find beautiful may not be what you find beautiful. But there are people who are generally beautiful. Those ones, they are on another level. Those ones, it's obvious. He who strikes you has already been struck. So those ones is obvious. Yeah. But there's a certain one that you have been taken in by. That we've advised you. Break up. Break up. Stop it. Like a certain ship I had. I said, stop it. Stop what you are doing. Don't go there. And my pastor, he said he'll marry me. I said, stop it. She won't listen. Until trouble came. When trouble came, then my advice became meaningful. But it was too late. It was just too late. Yeah. So, lust not after her beauty in thine heart. You haven't said it, but every day, when you see her, something happens to you. When you see her, you feel flattered. When you see her, it's like, this is what I want. There was a certain sheep I had. I won't mention his name. You know. By the grace of God, the stories I'm telling, they are all true stories. So he was following a certain lady. He was taken in by her beauty in the heart, pursuing her, and I knew, or we knew, that this is not the right one for you. Said, stop it. Said, oh no, stop it. So one day I became fed up, and I told him point blank, look, she will make you fall. You know what he told me? Do you know what he told me? He said, no, Pastor, as for this one, I want to fall. This one, I want to fall. I said, as for this one, I want to fall. I said, I couldn't talk sense. He said, look, if this is the one for then it's okay, I want to fall. Yeah. Yeah. We were practically begging him. Practically begging him. It's like, Pastor is begging the sheep. Don't go here. This one is not good for you. He said, no. After long conversations, he said, Pastor, as for this one, I want to. So some of you, that's the last thought that came to your head. Oh, this one there, it's okay. When I fall, we will rise up again. And since then, you'll be falling. You'll be falling now. Yeah. That's the scripture you're quoting. A righteous man falls 7 times. Yeah, sit down. Look, it's only 1 point. It's only 1 point. I don't know why. It's only 1 point. If you don't stop what you are doing, we will not close. It's only 1 point. Yeah. And so, you see, true to words. Look, when your shepherd talks to you, try and listen. When your shepherd speaks to you, try and listen. Assume that you don't understand yet, but still obey. Because a higher level of obedience is to obey something you don't understand. So just try and obey. So, true to what we had said, he fell. And not only did he fall, but the relationship did not even last. And they broke up. And it became very messy. In fact, at the point, they even became, After the girl had milked him. Yes. After the girl had milked him, she left him dry. Foolish boy. Yeah. As for him, I can insult him because he's my sheep. Yeah. Foolish boy. After today, that statement rings in my head. Pastor, as for this one, I want to fall. And when you see the girl, when she dresses, when you see her, when she hips the breast, I wish I don't have a picture. I will not show you. Some of you may even mentally decide that this one, let me just try and convert her because she can be good material. She just needs to be born again. Then the material is okay. That we can use. Yeah. So she's somebody who is hunting. The strange woman is somebody who is hunting for your life, because your life is precious. Yeah, your life is precious because not many people want to preach the gospel. Contrary, you see, it's only because you are here you feel that, oh, we are a lot. Look at us. Oh, we are a lot of preachers. By the grace of God, we are able to finish. We have more pastors and preachers. It's because you are here. For example, when you are in the medical school, it's like you are all doctors. So you don't realize that very few doctors are in the country. The doctor-to-patient ratio is very high. So, but because you are together, you get a feeling that, oh, we are a lot. You are not a lot. In relation to what has to be done, you are very small. So that's why your life is precious. That's why when somebody is eliminated from the race, it's a very serious and painful thing. Somebody comes to Bible school and then decides that, after 1 year, I don't finish, or I'm going away. And not going away to go and do ministry, but going away to go and do business, going away to go and do buying and selling, trading. You are going to sew shoes. You are going to be a mason. You have a barber. You have opened a barbering shop. Yeah. When we rather need more preachers. So that's why your life is precious. And with each person that is eliminated, and the ratio gets worse. With each person that's eliminated, the ratio gets worse. Yeah. One day, there's in Matthew chapter 9, verse 36, the Bible says, when Jesus saw the multitude, he had compassion, on them, for they were as sheep without a shepherd. And then he later on went on to say, you should pray the Lord of the harvest that he will send laborers, because the harvest is ripe, and yet the laborers are few. This particular scripture sets me thinking. One day I'll ask a senior person, because I don't know who I was driving with one day, but I was asking the person that, you see, it's Pastor Davidson. I was asking him that, I still don't have an answer. I'm still looking for the answer. That, now, God says, or Jesus said that the harvest truly is plenteous, but the laborers are few. Verse 38. Verse 38. Stop sleeping. Verse 38. Pray ye therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into the harvest field. Now, why would Jesus place the onus of laborers, or getting more laborers? Why would he place that onus on human beings' prayer? Why doesn't God just send laborers? Why do we have to be the ones to pray? People who don't pray, if you give them, they won't pray. 1 hour, they don't pray. There is prayerlessness all over. And you are placing such a huge burden into these hands. I'm still looking for an answer. Because if the laborers are few, you are God. Just send laborers. Just send laborers to come and harvest. Why should Pascal be the one to pray, or Robert be the one to pray? Robert, who is sleeping, maybe he's sleeping the whole night, he won't pray. He's supposed to pray. He says he's tired. He's supposed to pray. His wife is sick. He's going to the hospital. He's supposed to pray. His 3 children are worrying him. Instead of praying for 5 hours, he prays for 2 hours. And this is the one who's supposed to pray for laborers. You know yourself. If God, the responsibility has been placed on you. If God said it depends on you to pray for laborers, you know we will not have laborers. You know that we will not have laborers. If the responsibility is on you, like it is now, as it is on us. That's why we are struggling with few laborers. So I ask myself, but why doesn't God just send the laborers? Yeah, touch their heart and just send them. Let them go and work. I still don't have an answer. One day I'll have the answer. When I get it, I'll come and tell you. So the first example is the classic strange woman. Now the second one is Tamar. Tamar in the Bible. Lady Tamar in Genesis chapter 38, verse 14. Genesis chapter 38, verse 14. These guys, are they helping us? Now, and she put her widow's garments off her. Now, let me just give you a gist of the story, okay? And she put her widow's garments off from her, and covered her with a veil, and wrapped herself, and sat in an open place, which is by the way to Timnath. For she saw that Shelah was grown, and she was not giving him to wife. Now, the background, if I read the story, this is a lady who was supposed to have had a certain guy come and marry her, because the original husband was not around, and the thing was delaying. So she took matters into her own hands. You understand? She took matters into her own hands to rectify the so-called, the error, or to rectify the evil, if you like, that was being done here. You understand? Yeah. And next verse. When Judah saw her. Now Judah was her father-in-law. Okay, was Tamar's father-in-law. Now when Judah saw her, he thought her to be an harlot. In other words, when he saw her, she looked like a prostitute. Okay? Because she had covered her face. So in those days, if you do that, there's a way a harlot looks like, or a prostitute looks like. Do you see? And next verse. Next verse. And he turned unto her by the way and said, go to, I pray thee, let me come in unto thee. Because, prostitutes there, we come in unto them. For he knew not that she was his daughter-in-law. And she said, what wilt thou give me, that thou mayest come in unto me? Verse 17. And he said, I will send thee a kid from the flock. And she said, go on. Finish it. Okay, and she said, wilt. And he said, what pledge shall I give thee? And she said, thy signet, and so on and so forth. So she asked what the payment, he didn't have it immediately. So it's like leave a guarantee. So that it's not like you are cheating me. Leave something that shows that you are, so that when I'm looking for, it's like a business, like a collateral. So leave something down. So that when you don't come and repay me, you come and I will take it. It was all a ploy. So, Lady Tamar, why is this person a strange woman? Because somebody who makes you think about sex, somebody who makes you want to have sex with her when you are not married to her, is walking in the ways of a strange woman. Yeah, that's the second example. Until she dressed like a prostitute, she was not attractive to. He would have seen who he was dealing with. But the moment she changed her look, now the desire to have sex, such messages. Yeah. And if you're a lady who sends forth such messages, be careful. Yeah. Why is it that one person, we don't have that thought? We don't have that mind. We don't have that idea. We can stay with that person for a long time without feeling as though we want to have sex with the person. But as for you, give us just 2 hours or 30 minutes with you. By the time we finish, it's like we want something, a thought would have occurred to us. By the time we finish, a thought would have occurred to us. However you manage to do it, but it would have come.
It just happened.
I mean, the clothes is the easiest way. Because that one, you reveal things, reveal parts, reveal things that will naturally draw our minds to. Yeah. But for even some of you, it's in the conversation, the conversation that you're having. The conversation that you're having. Some of you, you are chatting with a person, and before you know it, images have been sent. The conversation has been steered towards sex. Yeah. What are you wearing? Hey. Is it Victoria's Secrets? It's Abna history, not Victoria's Secrets. Oh yeah. I'm telling you. You are always running to this. It's like, you see, look, be careful, watch it. You are always, you can't even control yourself. Somewhere, somehow, then the conversation and the thing is, like the atmosphere becomes charged and tense. You can't have an association where it's like you have been there for 3 hours and there's no thought about sex.
There must be a thought.
It's like it must come inside. Yeah. It's only once a while, occasionally, that it doesn't end in sex. But as it must come inside. Otherwise, like you have not finished the conversation, you have not finished the interaction, you have not finished the reason why you came together. Watch Watch it, precious life. How is it that your conversation is not steered towards revelation? It's not steered towards quiet time. It's not steered towards scriptures. It's not steered towards what are we going to do after we finish Bible school. It's not steered towards how many souls are we going to win. It's not steered towards, Charlie, my bacenta is not working. How can it work? How can you help me? Charlie, what I see that the bacenta in Australia say, it seems to be working. What are they doing? Let us go and find. How come your conversations are not steered in that direction? Or you always come to, the last time you were sitting down, when you sat down, I saw that you were wearing pink panties. And you know I like color pink. You know I like color pink. You know pink is my favorite color. Why are you doing that? Stop wearing, just wear black or something so that we don't see. Rich, you know. So this person also knows exactly what they are doing. Yeah. This person also knows exactly what they are doing. Because Tama knew exactly what she was doing. It was a plan. And at the end of the day, she executed it clearly. And her first point of call was to dress like a prostitute, attract the man to come and have sex with her. Because ultimately, that's what she wanted. That's ultimately what she wanted, for Judah to have sex with her. And she succeeded. Yeah. Yeah. Make sure that she asks for signets and things which shows that it's actually Judah. Because that was her plan. She had a plan. It's well thought of. She chooses the place you should be. She chooses the environment. She says, I don't want where there's light. Let's go where there's no light. Let's not meet at 8 p.m. Let's meet at 12 midnight. Yeah. Why 12 midnight?
At the staircase.
Let's not meet around the hostel. Let us go towards Nusa.
Let's wait for the light to go off.
What sort of conversation are you going to have? That you must not see human beings around. Where people are afraid to go to because of snakes and that thing, you are going there confidently. Yeah. Watch it. Anybody that you are with, all right? Because you see, think about it. I told you that your weakness is sex. If I'm your weakness, your weakness. So anything which is any lady you are with, that is prodding you in that direction. You understand? It's pushing you in that direction. It's not rather drawing you away. It's rather pushing you in that direction. When you say, "Oh, look, the tension is too much. Let's go." Say, "Oh, why? Are you not strong? Can't you control yourself? Why can't you control yourself?" Making you rather feel guilty for saying and wanting to do the right thing. Yeah. Are you not spiritual?
Are you the center director?
Yeah. You are an overseer. I didn't expect an overseer to have such feelings. I know, I'm a bacenta overseer. I'm a bacenta. I have 3 bacentas under me, 5 bacentas. Please, I beg you. I am still as mortal as the church member. So please. Yeah. You say, you know what? We can't, you see, when we are hugging, let us not hug in secret. But how come it is that when people are around, you don't hug me? It's only when people are not around.
It's a message.
Yeah. It's only when people are not around that you are comfortable to show that we are beloveds. Hey. Your relationship is always in secret. Yeah, it's always in secret.
Go there. Yes, there. Secret.
So, be careful when you are being steered in that direction. You may have a sheep. You may have a sheep, but as the pastor or as a shepherd, anytime you begin to counsel, you are with the person, you are counseling the person. That's why it's never advisable to counsel a sheep alone. Never. Don't try it. No matter how innocent the person looks, don't try it. Before you know it, she has burst in tears. Oh! On your thighs. And her hands are all over your thighs. And you too, as foolish as you are, trying to be a caring, says, before you realize, you are history. You'll be singing, "Hi, James."
He may get me lie down.
Yeah. So, brothers and sisters, be careful. Yeah. The third example. So be careful of this classic one and this one, Lady Tama. Now the third one is Lady Micah. Now this one has been sent to trap you. Has been sent to trap you. 1 Samuel chapter 18, verse 20. It says, and Michal, Saul's daughter, loved David. And they told Saul, and the thing pleased him. And Saul said, I will give her that she may be a snare to him. A snare is a trap. And that the hand of the Philistines may be against him. Wherefore Saul said to David, thou shalt this day be my son-in-law in the one of the twain. So this one has been sent to trap you. She has been sent to make you uncomfortable so that you will fall. Yes. Look, I said all the attempts are geared towards one thing. Always remember. Yes, to eliminate you from the race. To make sure you fall. So when a woman is on a mission to snare a man, she's a strange woman. And some girls are quite brazen about it. It's like this, I like this guy. I'm going, I want him. Yeah. They fool around with all the boys. I want to marry a spiritual person. I want to marry this, but he's in the church. Yeah. So that's the one I want. Yeah. And actually it's quite easy. The difficult part is the guy chasing the girl. If a lady shows an interest in the guy is like scholarship. It's like, hey, Charlie. Yeah. After all, it has been even difficult for you to get a girl. You have proposed zero. So as somebody has shown interest, Charlie, why not? Man of God, many proposals, all zero have failed. And then you have this one who shows some slide, shows herself, gives you the shake, gives you the eyes. My God. Yeah. 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 It's like you are it's like she's the most available one around, and then ultimately she's trying to get you to So watch out for the Lady Micah type of strange women. Sometimes I'm even tempted to believe that some don't even realize their strangeness. They are not conscious of their strangeness. Some of the examples, you notice that they are not even conscious of what they are doing. But some know what they are doing. Like this one, she knows what she's doing. Yeah. Tama, she knew what she was doing. So you have children who know exactly what they are doing. Yeah. And they actually plan for you. They target, it's like you, or they have a meeting. Yeah. Then they throw a challenge to themselves. Who can conquer that guy? Then one will say, give me 2 weeks. Then give me a month. So a month is too long. Yeah. Then they cast lots. Okay, you won. Go and try and come. Yeah. Look, brothers, don't be surprised. Sometimes you are being discussed. Ladies are discussing you. You think you are the only ones who discuss the ladies. They also discuss you. Yeah. Ladies, is it not true? Is it not true? Is it not true?
Yes, very true.
Do you discuss us?
Yes.
We the men. What are some of the things you discuss about us? For example, that guy is taller. Quiet. What are some of the things? Like, that guy is taller than this one. What else? What else? What are some of the things you discuss? The heights. What else?
How good it smells.
The smile. So watch it. What else? She's not a strange woman. I'm just telling you that ladies also discuss guys just as much as guys also discuss the guys. So don't think that as you are walking about, you are the only ones who are discussing the ladies. Oh, she has nice hair. Oh, her buttocks is rounded. You also been discussed. That one, he has a pot belly. He's only has a pot belly. So that guy, he will not be romantic. He's always praying. He's not romantic. You will prefer that one.
The way he was talking to the lady.
He's a prayer machine.
I have a flat belly.
So this one, she's cool. I mean, this one, he's cool. I mean, he's good husband material. Do you know one of the days how I found out that ladies discuss guys? I discovered after a certain meeting, a ladies' meeting, that I was being discussed. I was being discussed as an option for some of the ladies. Yeah. They say, oh, yes, what about him? Say, oh, yes. It's like, so discussed and decisions were taken. Yeah. Without my knowledge, nobody sent me a memo that, look, today you are the topic. Yeah. I found out through other means. Yeah. So ladies also discuss guys. Yeah. They also discuss and take decisions. So you may be walking on the campus, but you don't know the discussions which has gone on. Yeah. Some of you say you don't dress well. Your shoe is not nice. Some of you, they say your hygiene is not the best.
She has more to say.
So, yeah. So know it. The strange women also, they have discussions. Amen. They have discussions. Now, the next strange woman is almost like the prototype of strange women. Yeah? It's the most well-known strange woman. If there's something is a prototype, it's like the first of its kind. Yeah. It's like the one that others, like we look upon this one to make other ones like that. Yeah. So the next one, the fourth one is like the prototype of strange women. And that is Lady Delilah. Lady Delilah. Yeah. I mean, that's why when you hear that, it's like, that's why, you see, that's the reason why not many girls are called Delilah. It's like if you call your daughter Delilah, you are saying something. How many of you know somebody who is called Delilah? Lift up your hand. You know somebody called Delilah? Yeah. You know somebody called Delilah? Who else? Who else? 2. Okay. 3. Okay. So 3 out of this hundreds of people. 4. You also know Delilah, yeah. 4 out of more than how many number of people here? Yeah. 4 out of 100 plus people. I mean, more than 500 perhaps people. Only 4 people know somebody called Delilah. If it was a good name, why are not people naming that? How many Davids are here? Lift up your hand. David. Just here. David. Yeah. David. Samuel. Yeah. Emmanuel. Yeah. So I'm sure every name I mention, I probably will get somebody here with that name. But Delilah, I will not get. So she's the picture of strange women, or the prototype. It says, and it came to pass afterward that he loved a woman, that's Samson, in the valley of Sorek, whose name was Delilah. And Delilah was not an Israelite, she was a Philistine woman. So be careful of people who are not from amongst you. If the person is from amongst us, we have been around, we've company, so we probably know you. Yeah. Before you realize you have company with somebody, you have gone to choose somebody from outside. Outside Anagkazo, outside the church, outside First Love, outside somewhere. And you have come to present the person. This is the person you are going to marry. Yeah. After the fine, it's fine. Yeah, it's fine, pa. It's fine. Yes. You want the opinion of the pastor? It's fine. Yeah. He should say he's not fine, so that you go and say that the pastor said I shouldn't marry this person. So Delilah is the epitome of, the image. You know, next verse. And the lords of the Philistines came up unto her and said unto her, entice him and see wherein his great strength lieth, and by what means we may prevail against him, that he may bind him to afflict him, and we will give thee, every one of us, 11 pieces of silver. Yeah. And look for that verse. Samson was really in love with Delilah. I said, be careful of the person that you are with. That's like you can't control yourself. Your faculties just go off. Be careful. Yeah. It's like the person is there to prey on that weakness that you have. And I'm saying that the weakness of lust, the sexual problem, which is there, which you cannot sometimes even control, can be preyed upon by a woman who is going to cause you to fall and not to pursue the will of God and to follow God. Yeah. I tell you. So Delilah is somebody who you really ought to be careful about. Samson loved her. It's not a woman he hated. And still she made him fall. Now, Pastor, I love him all. Meanwhile, every 2 months, you are coming to confess. Every 2 months, Christ, like you have done well. Yeah. It's like you have done well. It's like you have crossed a milestone. 2 months, like we should give you a medal. Foolish boy. 2 months, we should give you a medal. Yeah. And when we ask you, why is it that you cannot detect? I love her. It may be true. It may be proper. I don't know. It may be true. But it is not helping you. It cannot work. Can't you see that it cannot work? Can't you see? This person keeps repeatedly. You are repeatedly having sex. Repeatedly. Somebody gave me an image of how it is like if you are pursuing God and you fornicate. Or you keep having sex with the person. This is the image the person gave me. And I think that image really brought home to me what he was trying to teach. Now he said that you the person, you the man, you are like somebody carrying oil. All right, like a bowl carrying oil. Or you the woman, you the woman or woman, you are like a bowl carrying oil. And with oil in it. And he said that, you see, when you are fornicating, with each thrust of your waist, what is actually happening in the spirit is this. It's like you have a bowl of water that you keep splashing your hand into, or you keep punching. Each time you punch, some of it falls out. Each time you punch, some of it goes out. And if you continue to do it, the water becomes less and less and less till it's finished. So, what he was trying to say that the oil upon your life, with each thrust, is finishing. With each thrust, is going away. With each thrust, is diminishing. Yeah. And if you continue, it will get to the point where there's nothing. You are now dry, without spirit, without anointing, without oil. Yeah. So, if you have that image in your head, as you are lying on the girl, and you are pumping, yeah, all the oil is pouring away.
Oh Lord, restore.
All the oil is pouring away. Yeah. All the oil is going. And to me, that illustration was quite real. It was quite real to me. And I thought that if everybody who fornicates, or if everybody who does anything which takes the oil away, like fornication, if they have that image in their mind's eye, you understand? You will think twice. And that even if you fall once, you will not like to go back there again. If the Spirit of God is upon you, you will not like to go back there again. Yeah. If the Spirit of the Lord is upon you, you will not like to go back there again. You will be like David, who the Spirit of the Lord was upon. And after he was caught with Bathsheba, something touched him. It's like he was shown what he had done. Nathan showed him exactly what he had done. He said, no, I cannot go back. This thing cannot happen. I've done a great evil. It cannot happen. It cannot be the next woman that is bathing and I see. No matter how I feel, no matter how beautiful she is, she should be where she is. Let me be where I am. Yeah. So if you have that image, yeah, it's probably going to help you. And I tell you, there is nobody here who the price to pay for what you believe in and for the anointing may be this. To avoid fornication. That may be the price that you have to pay to maintain an oil in order to do the ministry. That may be your only sacrifice. That may be. Yeah. So, don't assume that it's business as usual. Yeah. Or it's normal. The 7 times will fall and 7 times will rise. Yeah. Don't assume that it's business as usual. And some people, the only thing which kept them from doing it is because they did not want to disappoint God. It's not that they didn't feel like it. It's not that they didn't come close to it. It's not because they didn't want to do it. It's only because when they think about, I can't disappoint God. The ministry that I have, something must give. Otherwise, I can't have it. Something must give. Something must give. Something must give. And what must give is you, not me. What must give is you, not me. Yeah. Sometimes you have two choices of beloveds to make. You know, this one, ministry minded, not as beautiful, not as powerful, not as whatever. This one, powerful, excellent, but you are always going to be hot. You're always going to be hot. And you can't guarantee that you will not enter. You can't guarantee it. So to save yourself, you choose the more spiritual one. I don't know whether I can say this in the mic, but please, are we on air? Okay. All right. Okay, maybe in a smaller group meeting, I'll say what I want to say. In a smaller group meeting, I'll say what I want to say. Or if you switch it off, then I'll say what I want to say. But, are you sure it's off? You've paused it. Okay, good. Now, what I want to say is that, are you sure it's off? Okay. Now, what I want to say is that, listen, guys, listen. Listen carefully. The vagina of a woman, they are all the same.